Okay, we are rolling. So start with your names, please.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'll turn it all the way up. I'm Lauren Paquette,
And I'm Ben Blais.
and we made a color wheel.
It's a
Color wheel.
musical color
Yeah.
wheel.
So
Okay.
basically the way you play it is by looking at a score, and the score can basically be anything that has color on it. So like we pulled up some modern art that's just like squares of color by this famous artist guy. And basically you just like you just play it by doing like your interpretation of what the colors are in the piece. So you can actually play like the classic color bars that show up when your TV isn't working. You can just like, there's some yellow in there, some blue, some other blue, some purple, some green. And the way we designed it is we made it go in a chromatic pattern. With one note missing because there's only 11 inputs on the MaKey. And we made it so that the colors with a larger wavelength corresponded to a note with a larger wavelength. So red is the lowest note and purple is the highest note. And then we made our own compositions. So I guess you can play yours, Ben.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Yeah. And then I made one too.
Hers probably sounds better.
Ben, move your hands. Hey, all right. So let's see what those compositions look like, please. Okay, let me shoot Lauren's first. Okay, this is Lauren's. Now that's a notation, right, guys? Okay, that's a notation. All right, Ben, let's see yours. Ben's notation. Okay. Okay. Now, one thing I noticed very immediately was the difference in rhythm, of course. So how in your notations did you represent rhythm, or did you?
We really didn't. We wanted to leave a little bit more about the notation up to the interpretation of
The
performer.
Yeah.
You know, so we actually had a pretty in-depth discussion about like how much should be left up to the decision of the performer and how much should be just put in the notation. We decided that it was probably a good idea to sort of leave it a little more up to the interpretation of the performer. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so the colors then, but clearly, Lauren, on yours you have all kinds of shapes and things like that.
What I decided to do for my notation is make larger sections of color correspond with playing more hits of that color.
Okay.
So like at the end here, I have the shapes kind of grow out to the end of the page. And my interpretation of that is to play those notes more and more rapidly as you get to the end of the piece. But I feel like anyone else who wants to play this piece can interpret it the way they want to.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay.